Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Golden Nuggets podcast. We are in part 2 with Evelyn Chew.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. Good to see you all again.
I think we ended part 1 with just in the beginning stages of MOA Digital Media.
Yes.
And you have plenty more to uncover.
Yes.
I mean, take it away.
One thing a lot of people may not know is 2024, MOA Digital Media is actually one of the SOE award winner.
Yeah.
Right? Can you share a bit more about that?
We were very, very lucky to be nominated to win the startup category. Meaning in 3 years, you managed to get good profitability, to see the growth, signs of growth, and then the judges, will select the company to win the award.
Yeah.
So MOA Digital Media was nominated and we are awarded with that award. Very, very grateful and lucky.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So for people who don't know what SOE is, basically Spirit of Enterprise.
Yes. Yes. So it is an award that people come by. You really have to earn from it. So it really meant a lot to us and my team. Yeah, it was a great milestone.
Okay. And how does TGN can aspire to win the award? What's your advice for that?
Well, as long as you show profitability in 3 years, I believe that you're in startup category, right? Yeah, because there will be startup category and established business category.
Okay.
So startup category is only for companies that's 3 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. Within the 3 years old. So as long as you show signs of profitability, you can, and I think that you can win. I guess I'm not the judge. I'm not speaking for judge. Yeah, I think that because that's where they ask us for the financial statements.
Okay.
And of course, for us to write a lot, we have to go through an interview session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. But why I feel that it's beautiful because they get the students from poly to come and interview us and write the report. And that's where they learn as well.
Okay.
We take care of the next generation.
Yeah.
So I think this is a very meaningful award, and I believe TGN you all can win also.
Okay, so we are 1 year old. I think can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our company officially only 1 year old officially.
Oh,
on paper.
congratulations!
Officially,
More
even
to
though we've been doing it
come.
for quite a while, but yeah.
You're 1 year old already doing such an amazing job.
Thank you.
Looking forward. Yeah.
Okay, but back to MOA Digital Media, right? Like, how was business at when you started out at the point of time?
It was
Like,
good.
aside from the big accounts that you got initially, like what happens after that? Because I know that those accounts only last for a certain period of time, right? And when the market opens, more competitors come in, it's much more difficult for you to acquire customers. So how was that journey at that point of time?
I would say the first 2 years was great because it was COVID period. And you are right. My market opened, more and more players that come in, the prices have some changes and things like that. I would say it was, there were definitely there are periods that we are struggling. Definitely, business is up and down. But to me, when there are challenges that come in, there's opportunity for us to really relook, to revamp our selling package and how we offer our values to the market. Yeah, so I'm very grateful because that time I had a business coach. I actually get help because I needed help, right?
Yeah.
To get a business coach to come and coach us.
Okay.
And from there, it opened up my mind to have the clarity about how do we adapt to the market and evolve and transform our offer.
Yeah.
So that's where we evolved to our 2.0 version, which is targeted to more CEO founders, speakers, and business leaders in their personal branding story content.
Okay. So this is like one of the most recent pivots that you
Correct. Because the last round when we started was a lot of corporate branding video, a lot of corporate stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nowadays we see a trend that more and more business owners want to be the thought leaders to share their point of view. And they started want to come out to grow their influence. For example, like Elon Musk. For example, like in the past it's Jack Ma. And there are more like even Bill Gates. Yeah, they came out and they, through their influence, through their own sharing, they built the brands up. So we saw that the trends have changed, right? Last time it's like, the brands that make well known themselves, right? Like for example, Microsoft, Apple, things like that, right? And then people will buy. But nowadays it's like the business owners, the CEO founders can be the business influencer themselves.
Yeah.
Then they bring the company brands up. Yeah.
True.
So that's why their story are very important. Their journey are very, very important. Resilience journey. Nowadays people like to hear a story like that, and how people. That's where people can resonate. You'll be human with emotions. Then they will decide. Hey, this brand is something that I want to support. I want to buy. Yeah. So we're doing we're still serving the corporate, but nowadays also more individual leaders to share their stories to the market.
Yeah, so I agree with this because I think 2 days ago I saw one post on LinkedIn and it's showing all the brand founders and the brand itself. For example, Elon Musk and Tesla, Gary Vaynerchuk and VaynerMedia. The common narrative is basically the brands itself have about only 20% of the followers that the founders actually have. So I think that's a very interesting concept. But the question to you is, do you think like if everybody were to be doing this, then wouldn't it like saturate the thought leadership of a specific industry?
I don't think so, because each of us individually, we have different story. Yeah, we went through different, we grown up in different environment. We go through different challenges.
Yeah.
Each thought leaders have their own uniqueness in their journey and their story. And the beautiful thing is also they don't just because people follow people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't stuck in one brand. So maybe one day, Amil, you can come up with another F&B shop. Your followers will follow you to your F&B shop.
True,
And these
that's true.
are your assets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you no longer have to rely on influencers or to market it. You yourself become the influencer in the superstar. Whatever brands that you build, people follow you.
And nowadays, a lot of SME bosses, a lot of them are perhaps people above the age of 45, above 50 years old. And doing this is something that is not comfortable for them at all. How do you actually guide these people? How do you actually coach these people before you actually do their digital or their videos that they want to use for their digital marketing?
I think even though they are 40 and 50 years old right now, they probably will somehow already do have experience to swipe on social media lah, I guess.
Okay.
Even Facebook lah, they are in Facebook lah. Even my father also swipe on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the exposure and the awareness. As long as they have the awareness that, hey, really, I will watch the content. And then they will say, hey, who is someone that I always follow and they sell this and that. Yeah. So they already have the awareness, which is good, which is beautiful. So I don't need to educate so much.
Okay.
And I will say that, what if this person could be you? Yeah, you can also influence the people around you or the people outside your circle. Yeah, and I will say that I will walk the journey with you and you don't have to worry. So we will plan everything with them, things like that. They just have to be in front of the camera and share. And I think give them a sense of assurance is very important because that generation, they probably will scared as well. They have fear of trying new things or rather being scammed because it's scared this press wrong button or whatever.
Yeah, correct. And on top of that, like people of their generation, they have a lot of reservation in this purely because they feel that people who are online more, who actually try to show everything that they do for their business, tend to actually overshare. And when they overshare, they will lose their secret recipe for their business. Do you think that is the case, or do you think this is something they should learn to embrace?
Of course, this is something they have to learn to embrace because everybody is showing their contents online.
Yeah.
So to be honest, my family, my dad, or rather, I've talked to a lot of second-gen business owners. They also have the similar issue when we deal with their first generation. So this is correct. This is like usually that's the mindset of the first generation because they don't really understand what's going on with the market. I'm not saying that they don't. It's just that the market's game are different right now. Ultimately, you have to curate what you share. And that's where our job comes in. Yeah, we help them we understand the profile of the business and help them to curate, what to be shared. Of course, you don't share your bank account password online, right? There's a different level of what can share and what cannot. And what can share, how do we use what the information that's general to, like, for example, why this is important, why you need to know how to do it. But we don't share in detail the how, but just give them a sneak peek so that people be curious. People know that you are the top subject matter of expert,
Yeah.
so that they will follow you, and after that they will buy from you. Usually, this is how we explain to them, or rather, we will show some case studies to them lah.
And some of the older people, they will also say, if I share everything, later they will do for them by themselves, then they won't engage me. What? How do you respond to that?
Okay, to be very, very honest, when we come and do business, right, we need to have abundance mindset. Yeah. If we keep like being scared of this and that, the scarcity mindset, it's very hard to grow big. Right? So usually I will share with them about the mindset thing because the market is so big. It's not just you in the market, you have other players as well. But how can you differentiate yourself? I will shift their focus on what is more important in standing out and differentiate themselves in the market. Because if you are able to differentiate yourself and you are able to add values, you attract even more people to come to follow you and buy from you. Yeah, rather than you just close up, then people can't see the value they can give.
Yeah.
In fact, that will be backfired.
Yeah, that's true. And this is another perhaps objection that we face, because I think both our business is pretty much in the similar
digital media,
similar industry, right? Another thing that or perhaps another objection that we always face is people will tell us that why I want to spend on you this few $1,000s when I can actually use this few thousand to just pay for Facebook ads. How would you respond to that?
I would say go ahead. Yeah, because different people have different perspective in terms of doing marketing.
Yeah.
No right, no wrong. It's okay. They can go for $1,000 to pay on Facebook ads. But I will tell them very frankly, right, that organic content is also very important because nowadays Facebook ads, or you keep relying on ads, it's going to be very, very expensive. Ideally, I would say, if you have the budget, you should focus on both. Yeah. Whether you put on Facebook ads, organic content, both actually will work. Depends on how you do it. Yeah. So if the person is really get some result from Facebook ads and they really like it, I'll encourage them, go for it. Because we want to help people who need help. Yeah, we want to help people in believing in organic content like what we are doing, things like that. Because organic contents can give them longevity and sustainability that don't need them to keep spending ads money, because it's I would say it's an uptrend. It's a long-term game. Yeah, because the money will still come. Yeah, but in a different, I would say, different pace and duration. So to answer your question, I feel that I will tell them both equally important. Yeah. Maybe would you like to explore more about organic content and why it actually help you in the long term game. If you want short term success, go ahead. You can do the ads. Yeah.
And what about AI? Because now people always say that AI can replace you in due time. How do you feel about that? Do you think what we do can be replaced by AI easily? And do you think with how fast AI is growing, more and more businesses will actually look into AI rather than our services?
Yeah, so I recently posted a content about me sharing about AI. Is AI gonna replace our job? Yeah. I feel that AI is actually helping us a lot. I think you also know, right? With ChatGPT, we can come up with different questions. It smoothen and speed up the work that we can, serve our clients. Yeah. And I would say for now, I feel that it actually supported the industry even more, the creative industry even more. It depends on how you use it. Now, I feel that it's more towards the real competition, if you say, is the people who know how to use AI. Because it's our job to get ourselves educated to know how to leverage AI to come up with great content. Yeah, with creativity plus technology. But if you're just thinking about, AI is going to replace us, then we just, be passive about it, then definitely will be replaced. So go back to, it's like, a knife, it depends on how you use it. You can use it to earn more money, to cut the fruits, to sell it, to earn more money, or you can use it to kill someone. Yeah, so AI ultimately is just a tool. It's the human that use it that's important.
That's true. And right now, are you integrating AI into your own business, into your own processes?
Yes, we do. So that's why I mentioned, if we have to stay adapt to the environment, the technology, and the whole trend. If we just insist saying that AI is not going to help, things like that, we definitely will be obsolete. So we do that. We, like, for example, even like creating contents, like script writings and some admin job, scheduling and all, we were using AI. And some of the video footages, right, we're also using AI to generate as well. But not 100%. Why? Because we still want to keep the human, human emotions, human connections in the work that we do. Because nowadays, the current version of AI is still a bit robotic. You still lack of the human connections. Yeah. So what I see is that in future, when more and more people are using AI, those authentic human storytelling video will be more valuable. Because people cherish authenticity.
That's true.
Yeah, we are still human with emotion.
True. Just now earlier you mentioned about a specific framework on how to come up with your own video, viral video and stuff, right? Just now you briefly mentioned about hooks and all, right? Do you think this is something AI can eventually keep up with? Because right now, if you were to upload a long form content into AI platforms and then ask the AI to come up with shorter form content, they cannot come up with the flow that we want that actually will cause it to have higher virality score. Do you think AI can eventually come up with that?
I think AI can help to come up with the data. Okay, data analytics, performance, and things like that. But ultimately, we still have to use our human intuition and wisdom, to decide what is it that is, that's what people want to see. Your target audience want to see. Yeah, so I would say human and AI still have to work together, not 100% rely on AI.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you as a marketing person, I think like all of us, we tend to eventually be teaching business owners how to actually market as a whole. When bigger businesses actually will have a business unit just for marketing, right? Do you think that we are, because of how much people can afford in terms of paying us, do you think we are kind of like sharing too much in the sense that we need to understand about how their marketing strategy work before we can actually see how we can complement? We need to advise them, hey, this is how you should market this, blah, blah, blah. Do you think like we are sharing too much for how much they are actually paying us?
I don't think so. Because I feel that despite everything is evolving and it's changing very, very fast. Today, whatever that we shared too much, after 3 months might not be useful anymore.
That's true.
Yes, because of all the algorithm changes, all the competition that's happening. So to me is that if you are thinking this is something that clients need help to evaluate, then why not just share? Because when it comes to execution and implementation, they might not be able to do so. That's where you come in to help. Yeah, because they also want to know what you can do. Yeah. So to me is I will share whatever things that I feel that is comfortable and suitable for the clients. Yeah, whether or not to execute it, you can do it or not is another question. Yeah, but ultimately I will still go back to the questions about why the positioning, why they want to do what they're doing.
Because like a lot of comments will be something like, hey, Evelyn, you only come up with like 2 minutes video of me, then you charge me like X amount of dollars. Like I don't think it's fair lah. I believe you may face some clients who say or give such remarks, right?
Okay, so then go back to how we filtered our clients already. Yeah, because there are clients that 2 minutes video, they are happy to pay a lot of money because they know the values of videos. That
correct.
2-minute videos can even help them. Let's say 2 minutes video is about 2,000. Let's say I'm just taking an example. They know that using this 2 minutes video can help them to earn $10,000. You get what I'm saying? So they see the value already. They will not come and argue with you with that $2,000.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, so I feel that talking to the right people is very important.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I personally feel like sometimes they may see things just as face value. Like, oh, 2 minutes only. Like I can pay someone in Upwork for like $10. Why I must pay you?
Then I would say go ahead. If that help your business, go ahead. Yeah, we are very busy to help someone that really see our value. Yeah, that's it, lor. But if you in future you need help, I'm always there for you.
Okay, nice. Earlier, before we actually start the podcast as a whole, you were talking more about AI and sustainability. This is something that you feel passionate about, and you mentioned earlier also that this is how you are helping SMEs. Can you expand more on that? Like, how are you helping SMEs in terms of AI and also sustainability?
Okay, so recently I actually talked to a lot of business owners, and I realized that whether or not it's SME or big companies, they are all feeling lost and stuck. Yeah, in terms of, because the market changed very fast, and with all the AI that come in, and now the government.
On top of that, right now market is also not good, right?
Yes, market is also not good. They don't know what's next already. But then again, you see the business leaders keep talking about sustainability. Yeah, why is this so? Because why all this material cost increase? So partly of the environmental damage that we caused. But sometimes the small business owner might not be able to see the bigger picture. But if you look at the bigger picture, because the earth, as the advancement of technology, there are more damage that we create for the environment.
Yeah, that's true.
So with the damage of the environment, for example, natural disasters happening that impact the agriculture, that impact the temperature of the in the countries and things like that. Or rather, stop the operations. That will affect the whole supply chain.
True.
Yeah, from the manufacturing top down.
Yeah.
So that cost, everything, the cost will be increased. Or rather, there's war that happens because lack of resources, they're fighting each other. So if let's say each of us, what I envision is that if each of the business, right, or each of the individuals, what we do, right, can contribute back to the earth, then you can see that it's actually a positive cycle. Right? We use the natural resources to earn money, even electricity also from natural resources, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do earn money. If we can contribute some of the money back to the, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, right? Then there will be, continuous positive cycle that actually elevate all of us up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people didn't see that because everybody is too busy every day. Like, but we have to, bring our dimensional perspective up, to see a bigger picture on how can we use, if we are able to use AI and sustainability work together, right? It will help not just the company, the whole community, and even the whole nation. Yes, so which is why on the 22nd of September, myself and me and some of my friends in Malaysia, we are organizing this what I call the Penang Forum, which is about AI and Sustainability Summit, in collaboration with the Beijing Sustainability Committee and Malaysia government. Yeah, why? Because Malaysia is gonna, in Penang, it's gonna be the next big thing. They are building up to be a next Silicon Valley.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are very responsive. But anyway, we are gathering like about 500 business owners from ASEAN and China to come together, explore, exchange knowledge and insights about how we can, use AI sustainability in different industry.
Okay.
For example, manufacturing. What is beyond 4.0? Automations and stuff like that. Or rather, social enterprise in the digital world. How can we empower social entrepreneurs in the digital world? Because a lot of people might say social entrepreneur means doing charity law. Means no money earn one. Yeah. So I feel that in the next few years, social enterprise, right, will have to change their mindset about how can they earn more money so that they can contribute more to the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every business can be a social enterprise. Yeah, so that will be very beautiful, and the government will be very supportive of it. That's why there's ESG grant, right? There's Green Impact Grant. Yeah, so that's why now if we are able to empower more business owners to have that mindset, I feel like everybody can elevate and do better.
And how do you think like a startup like us can also contribute in that aspect? Like you mentioned, we are in that level where we don't really see the macro, right? We only see on the surface layer on what we are doing because we are busy with our day-to-day, right? How can we actually integrate this into how we actually run our business?
Okay, so we always go back. I always believe, this is one of my business mentor has taught me. Always go back to the founders. Why do you want to do this business? Your why. What is your strength? What's your strength? And what is your mission? And what is market demand? So now we already know what is your strength, which is doing podcasting. And then the current trend is about when we talk about AI and sustainability, and your personal mission. Yeah, which you have to find out. These are I'm not sure what's your company missions, and you have to align with it. Then you will be able to come up with even innovative ideas, to run your podcast that can future proof it for the future. Yeah. But for now, if you ask me for perspective, I feel that we can, your podcast is a wonderful platform to start educating, gathering business owners to get them to start thinking about what they think about AI and sustainability. And your content, right, will be the educations, something that open up people's mind, open up people's heart. If we have a platform for that, that will actually help you all to grow as well.
And when you talk about AI and sustainability, right, like this is something I'm not too sure, but people are saying that it takes a lot of computing power for you to search something through like OpenAI, ChatGPT and stuff, right? And that actually harms the environment more than it actually benefit. And nowadays people are like doing some simple search on ChatGPT, like how do I cook pineapple fried rice? And like how do you integrate these two then, AI and sustainability?
Yeah, which is what we want to gather business owners to come and think about it. To come and discuss, to come up with methods and ways to monitor it, measure it, and how do we, I would say not totally like remove it, but have a balance, strike a balance. Because each of the business owners, we all have our own resources, talents, and maybe some of the methods that we do, frameworks that we do things. Yeah, definitely this is something that we can more awareness, more education, then we can come up with better solution. That which is good right now. I think as a start that we all knows, right, when more AI, right, means more electricity is being used.
Correct. Yeah, that's the concern, and that's something like you mentioned, a lot of business owners, they may not be aware because we are focused on our day-to-day,
Yes, exactly. So that's why we are most of the business owner is stuck in the loop because we're busy with day to day, right? But we're still in the loop. So how do we break out from the loop? Means we have to elevate ourselves to see a bigger picture and do bigger things. Then your bigger ecosystem, you can help more business owner. That's where your money will come in, resources will come in, good partners will come in, and you can grow bigger business to help the community and the nation.
Nice. Okay, so before we end our show, right, we usually have two more segments.
Okay.
Short segment only.
Okay, sure.
So the first one will be rapid fire. Hanafi, you wanna?
Yeah, I can go through the rapid fire with you. And then we have one more, which is the bonus segment, which Amir will guide you for that, right? Okay, so for the rapid fire, are you ready?
Right, sure.
Okay, first question. What's the first word that comes to mind when I say AI in marketing?
First word, ChatGPT.
Okay, a book, a podcast, or a mentor that has shaped your journey.
A book.
A book, a podcast, or a mentor.
Which
Ron Kaufman.
Okay.
Yeah. Just answer one.
Sure. If you
One
want to
word,
elaborate, by all means.
Yeah, if you want to elaborate.
Oh. Yeah, I feel that recently I met Ron Kaufman, and we have this conversation about how do we add values and contribute to the earth, and also and he is the one that helped me to really shape my thinking about MOA as a moment of awakening. How can we awaken more people to contribute to the earth?
Okay.
One underrated skill every entrepreneur should learn.
Underrated skill. Listen to their inner voice.
Nice.
Okay. If you weren't running MOA Digital Media, what would you be doing today?
I think I will be helping my family business.
I knew it.
Yes.
Okay, and finish this sentence, yeah? Storytelling is powerful because
it can connect with your heart.
Okay, that's all I have for my rapid fire. You want to take it away for
so
last
for the
and final segment?
Last question. This is a bonus question we always ask all our guests. If today you are stripped away from everything, you are only left with $88 in your bank account. You have nothing left except the $88. How would you rebuild back your life and your business?
Without relying on your parents, their
Okay,
business.
for $88.
Yes.
I'll treat my friends makan eh.
Okay.
Yeah, I will call my friends to buy them meal.
Okay.
I will call, depends on the meal, like maybe $5, like things like that. I will call, until I use up, finish the money.
Okay.
Yeah, why? Because I'll buy them meals during the conversation, right? I will add values to them, see what's their problem, and then I'll treat them the meal. So I know that one day if I release $0, they will buy back. At least I won't be hungry, right? Yeah, because only like face to face, add value to them, then I got opportunity, then I can earn more money.
Nice. Okay, so thank you, Evelyn, for sharing about your journey, about how you actually help businesses. And I think like this is the first time I understand how you are really impacting a lot of business owners' life just by the things that you're doing. And I can finally connect the dots on how you studied what was it?
Environmental
engineering. And now talking about the AI and sustainability, I can finally connect the dots. Like before this, I was like thinking, where do you get that passion from? So I'm really guessing it's from what you have learned previously when you were studying.
Yeah, and I think I also learned quite a fair bit. So thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
and
for
to the
hosting.
audience who has listened from all the way from part 1 all the way to part 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. Evelyn, before we go off, where can they find you?
You can find me on my social media in IG called ev.chew. I'm also on LinkedIn, Evelyn Chew. And you type Evelyn Chew on YouTube also, you can find me.
Nice.
All right. And with that being said, thank you guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
See you, bye.